Yeah, this is gonna be a very quiet stream today. You're gonna have my face in the top corner, but hey, it's just chilling. Anyway, here I am, in all my glory. Um, but yeah, just let's have some fun and just relax. This is a very quiet stream today, as I'm going to be, I'm actually in a lecture right now, so I know, dear God, heresy doing multitasking. So yeah, just sit back and do whatever you guys are doing. And yeah, I'll just enjoy to have you in the thing, and I'll message in chat when I see your guys' messages. But yeah, have fun, guys. As you can see, you can no longer hear me talk. I know, it's a tragedy. Well, turns out I can talk now. My God, I know it's a crazy thing going on here, but now I'm back. So here we are. As you saw, I was doing some nonsense with the 3D printer. Hopefully, it's printing now. What's it up to? Is it printing? Yeah, it is. Okay. No, ignore me. I'm just doing some crazy stuff. You know how it is. But yeah, I got some music playing. You can't hear it because I don't want to get banned. You're not getting me banned. Um, let's put on some cafe kind of chill music for me to work with. And you're not supposed to see that either. Oh god, I'm gonna get in trouble. Anyways, maybe it was not a great idea showing my screen. Nah, it was a perfect idea. Cause how else was I supposed to share my Oh, I could have just had two windows up, to overlay. Anyway, I'm a bad streamer. It does make a new general. I want to find a face from the side view face. There's like a really good one of a bald person. Bald. Female. Side. View. Let's see what shows up. Search. Not that one, not that one. This one. This one's great. It's like high quality and it's just juicy. So we're gonna put that one there. In fact, I like this one too. We might as well get two bald people. But you gotta you notice this little dip. It's in both of them, right? Yeah, and you gotta keep these details in. So hopefully with all that sauce, it's gonna be looking good. Alrighty. Anyway, that's that. Let's jump into modeling the character in Blender, the best art platform. So yeah, let's do it. I have not sculpted in a long while, but that's fine because I know the source. Like for example, no one tells you this, but you have to change your view to 88mm because it gives enough. It makes the screen look flatter, which is more realistic when you're looking at a face close up. So even when you're looking at me now, the lens is actually distorting. Hello, by the way. And you know it's making your face look a lot wider than if I'm back here. It looks much thinner. Because that's how lenses work. There's parallaxing and nonsense. Anyway, it just means that it's way easier to sculpt. So anyway, let's get into it. I have sculpted many of faces in my lifetime. I think I've sculpted over 200 at this point. All looking ugly as hell, but you know, gotta start somewhere. Ooh. You know what? If I'm using new Blender 4.3, let's set up our I'll show you all the source guys. Let's set up our brushes. So I'll show you what I've got for my keybinds, what I usually did for like 4.2. So for example, let's find the draw brushes, which are here and here. So for draw, I would have it on, let's see if, oh, they really have changed all the keybinds. So is V still, V is not draw anymore. So add shortcut, assign shortcut, V. So that's that. I had a shortcut for draw sharp was 1. So V1. Ooh. What do you mean it's not found? Change shortcut. Still draw not found for space. Why no work? I'm gonna go back. Right, we'll do this in 4.2 because right, I don't want to deal with this nonsense. Let's check on our 3D print whilst we're at it. I could literally look to the left and probably see it, but you know, it's more fun to see on the screen, and you guys get to see. Look at that! I spent 600 quid on that thing. It's awesome. Yeah, free software as well, which is just, oh, you know me with my free software. 4.2 is opening up, and then we can start sculpting a face. In the past, I've sculpted things like, yeah, I can show you this. If it will load. On this version of Blender, I've done some really silly things. So this is a... Should I show you this? Yeah, well, anyway, this was something I did in ZBrush and then imported over. But, you know, it's... Oh, I love it. It's like, you got the smooth curves and... I then made it into its own little 3D printed model of this, which is fun. Anyway, me talking to myself aside and going even more crazy than I already am, let's go into new general. Don't save. Let's do the thing I did before, 88 view. I think I'm also going to still need to sculpt mode. Let's just see. 1, 2, yeah, okay. I'm going to still have to set up the shortcuts, but that's fine. Let's set up our UV sphere. Now let's set up our brushes. I'm going to make this really small. I'm also going to move my head to a different spot, so it's not in the way. Look, oh, I'm moving, oh, and I'm down here. Okay. I am so special. Anyway, we're going to assign shortcut. Oh, change shortcut. I do have a shortcut ready for it. Oh, okay, yeah, my shortcuts do work. Yeah, they are here. There you are. So 1 is draw sharp, 2 is clay, 3 is crease. No, 3 is flatten, scrape, and then 4 is crease. And that's all. That's literally all you need. That's all you need. Until you go into the more nonsense of adding like skin texture and stuff in. But we're doing a stylized character. The goal is to try and get something that looks a bit like this at the end of it. I think it's possible. We could do it. I'm happy. And yeah, let's get into it. No, okay. Yeah. Oh, and make sure your thing here is on the correct axis. Now, anyway, we can begin. So yeah, we're making like a motorbike style face. And we know that the front of the face is a bit flat on the sides here and here. And then the cranium kind of goes back. And then there's a little divot around here. And then there's a little bump. And then it goes in quite far. And then you've got your neck, obviously. So I'm going to do what I just said. Just get out the general shapes. Because like with all pieces of art, you start with the general shapes. And then you just add more shapes in the general shapes. It's easy if you know how to do it properly. I'm absolute ass at painting, as you've seen in my other streams, but I'm learning it. This I feel confident at, but I haven't done it in a while once again, so yeah, because I don't know why. I think I got a bit self-conscious about it. I get self-conscious about my art a lot, and it's just like, oh, I shouldn't really feel that way, but I do. I can't take criticism very well. I think that's really mostly it. But yeah, there you are. And now we just press Control R, because then we just smooth it out a bit. Make sure. So for men, you want like the neck is about this area. For women, it'll be a bit further, but you know, it's still quite thick. It's thicker than what you would expect, actually, which is interesting. But here we are. We got the paste down. We can now go into things like, because our model has quite broad cheeks, as you can see, and then like really, yeah, it sticks out a lot. But you know where her cheekbones are a lot, but below her cheekbones is very fair. I don't know the actual names of this nonsense, but it's fine. You don't need to learn. Well, you do. You need to know what they do, but don't need the names. Because in art, it's all about your final result, right? So, oh, I'm getting a phone call, guys, so I'm gonna just be with you in a moment. I'm just gonna. How does one? Oh, here we are. BRB. Then I mute my. I'm back. I'm back. The craziness of having WhatsApp on your computer is that you got to answer when you're on it. Anyway, I'm back. So we can continue with our character. But yeah. So I forgot where I'm at. Okay, yeah, we need to make this bit area more flat. So F is to enlarge the actual radius of your brush, what you're currently using. Very important to know. Oh. But yeah, we got the general face shape fairly down. The top needs to be a lot flatter. And the chin is a bit too far out, to be honest. It is actually a lot flatter than normal face. And then the neck actually is way too far in. But yeah, there we are. That's looking perfect now. Let's check our side face for reference. We've got two. We've got one which is more like, but I think this one's better because you know you get your really obvious ear placement, and it's obviously the face isn't tilted in any direction. Even though you can even see slightly the eyebrow there, so it's not completely side on because it's like proper hard to get like a orthographic drawing of someone. Orthographic photo of someone because it's not possible with cameras. You need to do like editing and stuff. That's another thing I want to look into is how to do that because it's never going to be useful for me, but it's probably like a really fun way of how you do it to make something into an orthographic thing. It's literally like UV unwrapping someone, I imagine. But yeah. Yeah, now we're going to add in the ears, so get out the mask. And how do I invert? Ooh, that's new. Okay. Yeah, okay. A is just to invert masks. Okay, I'm gonna make sure our draw sharp is on the right direction. So we know we want the ears somewhere around here now. Then I'm just smoothing out some areas. The smoothing tool is very strong inside of Blender, but yeah, it makes it really easy to do these things. Here you are. We got our ears out. They're looking ear-like. Here we are. One ear in place. Then we're gonna clear mask. Gonna increase the resolution slightly. By slightly, I mean by a lot more. I should probably also have. Normally, you would have statistics out so you know exactly what you're looking at. I'm gonna do that. There it is. Okay, so now we know we're working with 20K, but so yeah, which is vertices aren't as much of an issue as they were back in the day because computers have got insanely powerful with running things. So like, it's gotten to the point where you could just have textures just on them without UV mapping and stuff, which is just mega to know you can do, and just import them into different softwares like that. Yeah, there we are. We're just getting the general ear shape out. The way I'm sculpting is very destructive compared to I think sculpting in general though is very destructive, so it's not that much of an issue. There we are. We're just putting in the lats. No, the sternum. Yeah, the sternum muscle. Ask in chat if I'm correct. I think I'm. Yeah, no. But anyway, yeah. So we're just working with shapes and just getting everything down to the right directions and things. You're good. Now I'm just putting in eye sockets, so we know exactly where they are. Chin is somewhere that area. Looking a bit like Voldemort now, which is funny. And then we're just inflating some areas out and then deflating some areas to really get the shapes what we want to go for. It's really fun to do, and yeah. Anyway, now we're just going to pull out the nose. So the nose is always literally a line from the ear. So it's just like a, and you can even see it really well in this reference, right? It's just, yeah, this where the bottom of the ear is, the bottom of the nose is as well. So just go whoop, and it's that. Being an artist, you have to really see where the similarities on different structures, and then yeah. It's a lot slower working from just a sphere compared to a base match, but I feel it's a lot more of a rewarding adventure. If you're an artist, right, you're getting paid for your skills, and if it's the way you're working is different from someone else's, that's fine, right? If it's the result what they're looking for, then yeah, you're doing your job properly. Even right for the nose here, so the middle bit is lower down than the two side bits, so that's something else to keep in mind. So make sure you're doing all of that. And yeah, for a woman as well, you can see. Yeah. So for a guy, what I've got going on right now is very similar. So I have a very feminine face, as you can tell. But anyway, yeah. You can even see she has a more pronounced arch here. Mine is a lot more straight, right? She has like it goes in and then out and then back into the actual head, and then yeah. So we need to make sure we have something goes a bit like that for her, this model. So ooh. Yeah, it's looking more like a face now. More sculpting here and there. Make sure these areas are flat. But yeah, I'm working on a little dinky drawing tablet, and I'm not complaining for once because this is actually mega for sculpting. You do not need something giant for sculpting, because anyway, it's just these movements of just scraping away at the screen and figuring out exactly what you want to be putting down. Okay, so now the face shape is something I'm happy with. We can go into more detail now with certain things. So for example, I can start adding in the detail of the inner part of the ear. I can start for some girls they have this thing where they got where the horns. Sorry, right. Most female creatures have undeveloped horns. So if you look at things like goats, you got obviously lambs who have no horns on their face, right? And humans actually have this too. It's very odd. They do have little divots in their head. It's like very subtle, right? Like barely noticeable, but it is something there which you do need to keep in mind. Another thing I'm noticing is that the face is very wide. Really easy thing to solve that. Push that in either side. Another thing is that we want the ears actually behind this part of the face, because you can't actually see this little bit here of your ear, when you're looking straight on, you really can't see. You can only see the lobe. So yeah, we got to make sure that the ears are pushed in enough that they aren't visible on either side. So yeah, make sure your ears are nice. See, now we're this is the battle, right? It's getting the face shape right. Now, oh my god, it's all wrong. So it's just about playing around, seeing where you see issues what don't look right, and just you need to work at a low resolution. If you go too high of resolution, you're gonna make it look extremely lumpy, the model, which you really don't want to do. And the issue is, even now, my one is extremely lumpy, to be honest, because I haven't been sculpting for a while. When you get amazing sculptors, everything looks so smooth, and you can just see the details just really pop. And yeah. But saying that, I think we are getting there. This sculpting faces is a dying skill, I think, because MetaHuman, absolutely amazing software. It's an Unreal Engine thing, and yeah, it just really helps any artist be able to make a character who's believable. It even works with like 3D scanning. I want to do a video where I just like 3D scan my face and just make me instead of 3D. I think that'd be really fun to do. But for now, I think yeah, it's very odd. It's definitely a dying skill, because why does a company need to hire someone who's like a mega professional in face sculpting, where they could just quickly buy someone who knows how to use MetaHuman, which is a skill in itself, right? But you're as a company, you are actually, you must be saving money by because it's in their eyes it's an easier skill. So I'm just concentrating because this is looking, even here, right? That's going in too much. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stop playing around with the head. It's looking fine, but yeah, like what I was saying is, a company will view sculpting as a much more expensive skill, which is a mixed bag of if they can actually achieve what you're going for, compared to MetaHuman, which is a non-destructive workflow, right? Everything is changeable with like sliders, so you would really want something like that for because companies love things what are non-destructive, right? Where they can go back and easily change things. So yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go into the ear detail quickly. We're gonna just put in a little like a question mark, like a C going that way, and then we're gonna increase the resolution a bit now. We can also probably add in the, make sure the eyes, I don't know if I've got a face on photo. Yeah, even, okay, this is a bit more stylized, so the eyes are much bigger, which is what we're going for. They would be going straight up, and then the pupils would actually, on a normal face, line up with the actual size of the mouth. So what I've got going on here, where it's like extremely wide, It's not really what we want for the characters, so we're going to go for something like that. Make sure we got the angles right of everything. So, for example, we want it to be egg-shaped for the head, right? We want it to be... It's not a rule you have to actually stand by, but it does actually increase the... I think it makes it look much better, the faces. And now we're seeing the issue with the nose looks way too big for the actual head. So we're going to have to go in and change this parameter. And you can see in the model, yeah, it's really fat. See this thing working off of one reference. You need multiple up to really make sure you're doing everything right. Because like working from a side angle, yeah, it might look great from the sides, your nose, but it could look extremely wide from another angle. So yeah, keep it. Oh, now it's looking extremely taut. Taut is the right word. I'm sure it's the right word. Okay. Yeah, now it's drooping a bit too much. It's a lot of fiddling, right? Oh, another thing is that the nose actually gets a bit tighter up here, and then it like goes down. Another thing is that you've actually got quite a lot of skin in the middle part of your nose. So a normal way of just doing that is, you know, you can add that in, and that's what makes the little eye when you got sleeping bags, because your face isn't. Yeah. Anyway, and it connects with the actual chin bones and stuff, and very cool. Okay. Now it's looking very angry, the model. So we're gonna. Okay. Now it's getting out of hand for me here. I'm like, oh, it needs to change so much. This is where we could have a little break. We're gonna play some Balatro, I think, and then because there's no need working on something non-stop, right? Because you're gonna at the end starts to really ruin the model if you just keep on going non-stop on it. Another thing to keep in mind is you want to have like a line like that. That's always good. It's not. It's just like a rule to go by. You can have faces that look amazing with just like a really flat line, but yeah, it's just a rule, especially if you're doing Caucasian characters. Yeah, now we're looking more feminine. You can tell what faces I'm used to doing compared to the others. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Now it's time to add, you know, your eyes in, your other details. Let's check up on our 3D print. Oh, look at that. It's going great. It's literally just a cylinder I'm telling it to 3D print, but oh, perfect. Every time. 51% done. Then I can put another one on. Huzzah! I wonder if I could put two on, or four, or three. Because now that is... I wonder. Oh. What is this mode I've just added? Anyway, we're gonna just view what's going on the screen. I think that'd be better than just doing some crazy silly things. Don't know what that's all about. Lamp. Is that gonna turn off something in there? Oh, there's a light in there. I forgot about. I guess that's just better for saving electricity and things. Oh, very exhausting sculpting. Very exhausting now. Yeah, another thing we could add in is, you would have a little bit of a crease here. Yeah, that's a bit better. But we need to... I don't like this here. I don't know why. Yeah, that looks better to me. And now we do a bit of that. Yeah, we're just making the face look very nice from all angles. That's what we're trying to do. Looking very lumpy under here, so we're going to try and smooth everything out without ruining what's on the top surface. Yep, there we are. That looks okay. Right, now we can add in the eyes. Boom. Rotate on the X, 90. Boom. Scale it down. Go about there. G on the Y. Move it to the area we want it to be. A rule of thumb for eyes, if you're doing realism, is always make it, the same size or similar size to the nose. So I'm doing something more stylized, so I'll probably keep it the size it's at, because it's, I might go a little bit smaller. Yeah, I'll go something like that. But yeah, now you just put it in the area where you want it to be in the eye. I'll put it up a bit higher. Bit to the side, I would say, and then in. And now, yeah, we're working with angles to now flesh out the eyelids, because it's just not looking right. So yeah, now we're going to this start sculpting this with just a draw normal, and that'll be fine. Okay, this is where I would increase resolution. When you're working with eyelids, oh my god, you need that resolution. Otherwise, you're just playing a fool's game. Here we are. And I like what I've got going on here, where you can see, you've got your eyelid crease. So the actual character, you would have the eyelid crease here. And then when we add in the actual... I might actually have it lower down. I have it here, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're just going to smooth that one out. So now it looks like the eyelid is a bit... Another thing is obviously you want it the main part of the eyelid to be the biggest in the center, where the pupil is. And yeah. Just making sure you have the creases in the right area. It's very hard to get right, that's for sure. don't want it to do that, right? But you want it to work. That's the best way I can describe it. So now we're seeing too much of the bottom, too much of the bottom, not enough of the top, and it's just starting to look a bit odd. So we need to move everything around until it looks like we can stick to an angle where it looks nice. Once again, you don't want it to look lumpy, so it's a lot of really small movements. Here we want it to be a flat, so scraping out that shape. And then in the reference, they've got, the nose very stylized, and you can see like the flat surfaces and stuff. So what we want to go for is try and create these shapes as well within our thing. So you can see here now, that's just not looking right. It goes, whoa! So another thing, female eyes are very similar to cats, right? It's and that's what they like to try and do with the makeup as well. Try and accentuate that the furthest part of the eye and lid is up higher than the inner part. It makes it really nice and cool, feminine effect. Yeah, very much like a cat or something like that. Okay. There we are. We got the eye in there. It's looking perfect. We need to make sure, what's the reference looking like? That face. Very broad cheekbones. Very you can see them a lot more. But I'm gonna go for something that's that works. And then we just need to push in this side of the face a bit. Yeah, we're just making all the shapes right on the face. The bottom lip has two muscles in it, and in that model, on that very crisp, high fidelity picture I took, you have two muscles either side, and it's very pronounced on that one. So let's make sure we do something like that as well. And yeah, just being careful with how much pressure we're putting on the actual thing, and there we are. It's maybe a bit too much. Maybe, yeah, we're just going to sculpt out that bit, and then there we are. Got it. It seems like the actual thing as well. It's got it, and you can see it like tuck in. I might go with just draw normal, just to try and make that shape more apparent. But here we are. Yeah, that's the face. Amazing in all of its glory. I think the ears still need to be pushed in a bit more. But yeah, we're working on them now anyway, so let's see what we can do. Yeah. Okay. I do not like ears. I think they're the most painful, just confusing things to look at. You got like a crease here, but then you got inner part. You got like a line that goes in, and then I'll try. I'll try and show you with my skills how it looks. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, this bit is it goes out and then inwards. I've got that right. We just need to make the ear look smooth enough. Yeah, but once again, like you need it to be in a lot more, like a lot more. And it's just like, what the hell? How am I supposed to? I guess I can just like mask off the other parts of the face and then move it all in, but I really don't like masking. I think it's yeah, I don't know why I don't like masking. It's a tool. I should use it. What's my brain thinking? But I'm working fine without it for now. When we get on to more complicated things, then I think I will start to do such and such. But for now, we're good. But yeah, here we are. Moving on, continuing. This could be the world's longest stream, and I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, we've got the ear shape kind of down now. I'm actually kind of happy with how it's looking. But once again, you know, big shapes working into smaller shapes, making sure it all looks fine. There we are. Boom. It's an ear. My god. Okay. Looking good, looking great, looking amazing. Now, smoothing out. Lots of small movements, just trying to get it look right. Perfect. Now, I think that's good for the face. I can move on to the rest of the body. In fact, at this point, I'm confident just putting a multi-res modifier on it because right, we've got mostly everything down right. It's looking very good, very nice. Maybe I don't know what's going on with that shape. I need to cut that out. Nope. Oh, okay. I think it's just that. That needs to go further in. Okay. Yeah, no, that's better. We need to make sure that the cheekbone continues to this point as well, so this might be a bit difficult to show. But there we are. And then, you know, mirror this eyeball onto the other side just with a simple mirror modifier. Okay, look at that. It's looking great. Making sure the ears are still great. Make the nose a bit more curved. Yeah. Maybe we can add like a little bit of that going on. Because, you know, you got your skeleton underneath and it would slightly, you know, your nose, if you know, you got nothing there. You got no bone there. It's just held up by the actual shape of the foldings of everything in your nose. But your actual nose ridge is, you know, up higher. So it would make that little bump, what you can see there. And yeah, there we are. That's looking very nice. So if we go into Shade Smooth, you get to see where I've messed up and it looks a bit ripply and gross. We can start shading these issues out. But yeah, no, it looks pretty good. Ears are a bit yucky. Hate doing ears. Yeah, we're looking good at some point, and then I just ruined it. But now that we've shaded it smooth, we can probably just figure out how to fix these shapes anyway. So yeah, it's just a lot of draw tools and making sure everything looks looking great. That might be sticking out a bit too much, yeah. Yeah, go back into draw. Okay, I'm happy with that. This shape here, you know what's going on there. Once again, top of the eyelid. Very odd. Same here, don't know what's going on. Oh. Okay. Yeah, there we are. Now it's looking a bit better. Maybe on the sides here, flatten it out a bit more. But yeah, if I now change to a 50mm, which is what you would render out anyway, yeah, it starts to look nice. It looks like a face. It looks alright. Alright. Now back to 88mm. I think that distance between the nose is a bit too short, and I've made it a bit too long. But that is really hard to change, I think. Unless I do the thing I said I was going to do earlier. And then just invert mask. Yeah, and then we can just bring this bit down. Clear mask. Oh my god, I'm a genius. Never done that before. All the talking out my ass, it actually paid off. But yeah, you got your face going on. Oh god. I'm seeing more issues the more I look at it. Top is like Kim Jong-un flat hair look. It's not good. It's not a good look. Now, yeah, I've done that wrong. That should be more higher here. These should be a bit more in. Yeah. Okay, now if we shade the eyes smooth, maybe scale them down a bit, and move them slightly to the right. Yes. Okay. Now I'm happy with how it looks. I'm happy with that. Okay. Do I want to end the stream here as soon as I've finished one part of the body? I think. Because I'm tired as hell. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna be doing some. I think I'm gonna do some photography outside. If you don't already, follow me on Instagram. But do that. Do that. It's. I've got great stuff on there. I've got a lot more content than what I do on YouTube. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed. If anyone took their time out of their day to find this nonsense, and yeah, I'll see you later.